Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Ever stare at a game you haven't touched in months? You're just hovering over the continue button or just sitting at the game library if you're on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, Steam library. You can't remember what quest you're on or your inventory's a mess. Controls feel completely foreign. Part of you wants to just delete the file, start over. But the other part of you wants to press start again. We treat being stuck like it means we failed, but stuck just means that we paused. We're glitched, we lost a signal. Life has its loading screens, burnout, depression, heartbreak, fear. They make everything feel like it's frozen. And the longer we sit in that state, the heavier the idea of moving again becomes. But here's the truth. You're not broken, you're not behind, and you're not starting from zero. You're at a loading screen you didn't choose, and that's okay. You don't need to scrape the whole save, you just need a reset. Chance to find the controller again, to breathe, to reorient, to press continue, not because you're ready, but because you're still here. This isn't about grinding harder. It's about learning the controls, slowly, gently, like someone who just came back to a game after a long time away. Reminds me of you playing Call of Duty nonstop for years and years, and then all of a sudden you go back to Halo and the controls are not the same. So step one, you gotta forgive the player you were. The last version of you, they tried. Even if you quit halfway, even if you ghosted everyone, even if you stayed in bed for days, they weren't lazy. You were just at low HP. Maybe you were playing on hardcore mode and you didn't even know it. No help, no upgrades, no pause button. Forgiveness doesn't mean you approve of their choices. It means you acknowledge their struggle and release the judgment. Because carrying the guilt into the next chapter is like trying to sprint with broken armor. Step two, you gotta stack those little wins, the micro wins. Forget the crazy comeback. You don't need a master plan. You just need one small win. Get out of bed, drink a glass of water, respond to that one message you've been putting off. Put on some real clothes, take off those sweatpants, sit in the sun, take a walk, just to walk. Those don't really feel like achievements, but they really are. They're just, it's like you're respawning. They're really little checkpoints. In the end, they all add up. You stack enough and you begin to feel like a player again. Not perfect, but present. Step 3, build momentum. Motivation is a lie, at least the way we think it works. We wait for a feeling to hit us, some magical moment where we suddenly feel ready, but that's a trap. Think of it like zombies, right? You don't just wait for the mystery box to give you the perfect weapon, because if you do, there are games you will never get that ray gun. You'll never get the Wonder Waffle. You'll never get the Thunder Gun. You'll just be getting the damn China Lake every time you spin the box. And if you pick it up, you're gonna get a Magnum, right? You just survive the round, get wall guns, you work with what you got. You just do something. And then maybe in round 40, you get the ray gun. That's how momentum works. You don't just wait around, you gotta do it. You move. Then the energy comes. One action, then another. Motion before motivation. That's how you escape. Specifically, that's how you end those rounds. You gotta kill the zombies. You're not starting over. You're just starting with intel, right? You've already played through the bad levels. You've already picked the wrong perks. You know which weapons drained your stamina, which distractions halted your progress. Side quest. So no, this isn't a new game. This is a new game plus. You're coming back with experience, with scars, better eyes, and less tolerance for the things that waste your time. And even if you don't remember every mission you left behind, you know one thing for sure. You're still holding the controller. And that's really all you need. That's enough. So just press continue. Even if the UI looks different, the map's foggy, you can't remember where the general store is. Even if you're not sure what comes next, you gotta keep going. I used to think starting over meant I had failed, that I'd wasted time, that I made all the wrong choices. But now I think about, I don't know if you guys have ever played the game Sifu. I know there's plenty of games like it, but after you beat a level, you can go back to that level and try to kind of beat your score. And that's probably one of my favorite games because I just feel like I am constantly trying to beat my score, trying to hit the right dodges, the right counters, choose the right path. The second time around, the third time around, fourth time around, because I want to beat my score from previous times. And sometimes it feels like punishment, but in the end, it's just a second chance, right? I'll just respawn, I'll restart, I'll be smarter, and I'll know, where everything should be. I'll be more patient, and I just won't be surprised anymore. So, what's your reset look like?